Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Mary.
I'm Linda, and welcome.
Yes.
We're going to be cooking something today that is pretty popular in our neck
Oh,
of the woods.
absolutely. I love roast. You can do so many things with it. You know,
Yes.
not just potatoes and carrots. You can do a lot of things with roast.
When we were growing up, Mary, I cook probably more beef roast now than I do pork roast. But when we were growing up, we always had pork shoulder roast.
Yeah,
Mama would fix like potatoes, or she would fix some dumplings with them or something. But what we're doing today is pulled pork, and we're going to make sandwiches out of them. So we're doing this in reverse order, and we hope that all of y'all are joining us. Tell your friends to join us. And we're going to show y'all what we do, but it's going to be in reverse order. Now, we are going to put another roast on, but we're showing you the end process first. I hope that
we got to do it reverse because we can't wait till it cooks and then start showing you. So we're just going. We're going to do two, but we're only going to show you how to do
have
one.
A lot of pulled pork. Okay, so. This, can they see that?
Let me bring it in a little bit closer, Linda.
And I know it's backwards, the LED, but this has been in warming mode for 14 minutes. Once you set something, it's got 16 settings. Anyway, we cook this on beef and pork. And once you set something to cook and then the steam builds up, then the countdown starts. So if you set it at 35 minutes, then it's going to start counting down from there once the little red button pops up.
Okay.
And after it's cooked, if you don't manually release the steam, it's going to go in warming mode. And we've left it in warming mode for, number one, to show you what it looks like, and number two, so we can release the steam and show y'all. Now, I've got to unplug it, so I'm going to put it back over here so it's under my vent to check to make sure there's no steam in it. And there may not be any, but I'll just pick it up by the handles here.
Where are you going to put it?
I'm going to put it on that burner there.
On this, okay.
Actually, can you lift this board out?
I sure can.
I probably don't put it back on that burner there. I probably don't have to do this, but this is just the way I do it. I got my info in the corner over here. Okay, so see, we unplugged it, so that messed everything up. No, it didn't mess everything up.
Well, you may have to turn it around this way so they can see.
I'm going to turn the fan on just a little. Now, we unplugged it, so that took that off, the thing.
Yeah.
But the little red button's up. We know it's finished cooking. We know it was in warming mode. This is your pressure release up here, and I'm going to just make sure there is steam in it. See, there was a little bit of steam in it.
That roast, I can smell it. It smells good.
It does smell good. We used some good spices on it, and hopefully it'll be good. It might not be as good as yours, but
oh no!
Hopefully it'll be good.
You and Mike are good cooks.
Well, he's a lot better at seasoning meat than I am.
Is that right?
But I try to be real careful. I think for so long I put too much seasoning on it.
Oh,
And
really?
Mike is really self-conscious about sodium and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I went in the opposite direction. So instead of putting too much, I didn't put enough. So usually when I cook something, he'll say, "You didn't put enough seasoning on this." But anyway, hopefully this will be good.
Oh, it will be. I love it.
Okay, so we got our steam out, and then this just turns like this.
Okay, let me get the camera where they can see what you're doing.
Okay, so it shows you up here, close or open.
Once all the steam comes out, you just turn it to get it open.
You just turn it, just turn it one time. Put this back here. And what you wash in here is the gasket. And I always wash the other out with a really good sanitized cloth where I can get all that out of there. So I'm going to move this over here.
Is it
it's
hot?
not hot, but yeah. You
Is
can
it
just
okay to
yeah,
put it on the
just set it
counter?
on the
Okay,
counter.
all right. I'm just going to show them
Okay,
the roast.
so let me get some tongs, and I'm probably going to have to lift this out in parts, but
Okay, what are you going to put it on?
I'm going to put it on that wood block over there. You want me to bring the block over there?
that where is that
Yeah.
where you're gonna put it?
Yeah. I'm gonna put it over here, and I'm gonna
That's
put
our
it on,
chopping block.
I'm gonna put it on the side. Would you move that
I sure
pot
will.
for me, Mary? I'm sorry, I'm just.
This is a
I
ceramic
can't-
pot.
I can't do anything with one hand anymore. So, let's see what the best way to do to get this out of here with. I have a feeling it's gonna come apart. And if it does, that's okay. Because
Yeah.
we're gonna pull it anyway. Turn that off. Get that noise out of the way.
You got a small spatula there.
Yeah, that's my
Doing that.
that's my favorite.
That's my
one.
favorite, me too, but I was just, but you're doing a good job. You're getting it out of there good.
Thank you. Okay. Now, that edge is to
It'll keep the, it'll
Yeah.
keep
keep your juices.
keep the juices.
Ooh, we got some more meat in here. Now this is some really good broth. I'm not going to throw this broth
Oh,
away.
goodness,
You know
no.
what this would make, Mary?
Well, some good
Good
gravy.
dumplings. Or gravy.
Oh
either.
yeah. All right.
So I'm going to pull.
Okay, so now we're
I'm
gonna
gonna,
take
we're
that
going
over
to go
there.
over to the counter.
Okay.
Move this over here. I tell you what I think I want to do. I want to let this rest a little bit because
Okay.
it's pretty hot.
Okay.
We'll get the other one ready to go
Okay.
in the pot.
Okay.
And we're going to sit there and do the rub on it.
Okay. So we're gonna do the rub here at the counter
Yes,
at the bar.
at the counter.
Okay.
And I apologize for moving around so much, y'all, but when you cook, there's steps in cooking, and that's just how
I'm
it
trying
has
to
to be.
get all
You're not
over the
in
place.
one place the whole time.
Right.
So,
Okay. All right. So are these the spices that you're gonna fix the next roast with?
yes, it is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give this to you.
All right.
And,
Tell me what to do.
And you can start.
I'm
rubbing-
gonna wash my hands one more
You
time.
can start rubbing the spices on it. Now this
Yeah.
is a clean plate. The roast has been washed, and I'm going to empty this juice in a bowl, the liquid,
Okay.
so I can save that. And
Okay. You just want all these rubs put on here?
yeah, and you can just be your own judge about the salt and pepper, Mary. Just just do it generously.
Well, you've got yours written out here, so I'm just gonna follow your recipe.
Okay, just follow that.
All right. Okay. Smoked. Well, I'm gonna do this in order as you got it written down, so I won't get confused. And you're gonna be getting that one ready.
Yes, I'm gonna empty this pot. Whoops,
Okay.
get my little micro grips.
So this is 1 teaspoon of salt. Like I said, I just washed my hands on the way over here this morning. You know how you, Linda, how you feel sometimes like you kind of take everything for granted. I mean that's just life. You just forget to think about all the Lord's blessings. You constantly thank Him, but just seeing the beauty in everything.
Yeah, I think about that a lot. Mary.
And I was just thinking this morning, I said, you know what, Lord, let me see all the beauty in all God's nature and all the things that God does for me. I'm gonna have to use this hand here.
Okay, we live life in such a rush.
Yes, we
that
do.
It's easy to forget. It sounds simple, but it's easy to forget to stop and smell the roses.
Right.
It
That's
just
true,
is.
Linda. That's true. I just don't want to get in that place where I don't forget,
Now, I
I'm
want
gonna-
to show y'all this good broth.
This is a teaspoon of pepper I'm putting on here
Okay.
now.
This is that good rich broth, and I'm putting it in the utility room. That's where I cool stuff off at. And I'm going to set it in there to cool.
The air condition was kind of extra cool on me this morning, and it felt like fall. It was so cold. It made me start getting excited, Linda, about fall.
I am so excited about fall. I will be so happy when, not to rush life away, but
Yeah.
it's fall is such a good time of year for us.
Well, this is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar.
And we use Imperial.
Yeah, Imperial brown sugar.
Now y'all will see the
It's
pot.
Imperial brown sugar.
Sorry, Mary. I
That's
didn't mean
all
to
right.
get in front of you.
That's okay.
I'm not even washing it because I'm putting the same thing in. It's roast. And
Oh, I dropped it. I'm just rubbing brown sugar on it.
I'll wait until you get that done before I start showing what I'm doing over here.
Linda, I don't usually put brown sugar on my roast.
It's supposed to do a caramelized,
Okay.
and I didn't put brown sugar on that
On that
first one that I cooked, but it's supposed to, when you sear it, it's supposed to give it a good caramelization on
Okay,
it.
okay. I
Is
just
what
never
it's
have
for.
done it. Never have put brown sugar on it. All right, the smoky barbecue.
You want me to get you out some measurements?
You'll have to get another teaspoon or wash that one. I just dropped
Okay.
it with my elbow.
Okay, so that's a half teaspoon. So
Okay.
Now-
This is smoked barbecue.
this is one
I
of my
love
favorite.
this. Me too.
I love
I
smoked
this.
barbecue.
I do too. Can you sneak over and get it?
That's so funny. I can hear it, but I can't see it.
I can't hardly
It's fun
scream it.
getting old.
Hey, it ain't fun to me.
Some days it's fun anyway.
All right, chipotle.
And this is my next favorite, the chipotle.
Open it for me, please.
I'm sorry.
That's I got this stuff on my hands and I don't want to touch that bottle. So this is a teaspoon of chipotle. I love these spices.
Me too. It's a
They're
good
strong.
it's a good blend too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these are not dollar store prices. I mean spices.
They're not door prices
either.
either.
Oh, that's so
Definitely
funny.
not. All right, chipotle now. Liquid smoke.
Did you get paprika and mustard?
No, it's not on your list there.
I've got it up at the top.
Oh,
there.
okay. Sorry.
I didn't put those in order. That's probably enough, Mary.
Half a teaspoon.
Yeah, put the rest
that's
of
it
it on the other one, on the other side.
Oh yeah.
You're doing both sides.
Yeah, yeah. It's just stuck in the spoon.
And then the mustard.
Is it? You want to pour it in here?
I've washed that one, so
Okay.
get that one. That way we won't cross-contaminate.
Yeah.
I'm sure we got somebody out there checking us.
Well, I mean, it ain't. I'm not touching the meat with it. And this is what, dry mustard?
Yeah, that's dry mustard.
I'm having problems with it coming out of the spoon, Linda. Yeah, I just don't want to use both hands. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Give you the hard job, Mary.
That's all right. I don't mind doing it. I just got to figure out how to do it with one hand.
Okay. Oh, and chipotle. I mean
The liquid smoke.
Liquid smoke.
Liquid smoke.
Sorry about that.
I'm getting excited about family reunion.
Oh yeah, y'all
Yeah.
have it coming up, right?
Right.
Um,
Are you going to?
I think it's a tablespoon, isn't it?
Liquid
But we
smoke?
can use this
Yeah, it's
one.
a tablespoon.
I'm dropping some of it. but-
Yeah, I'm hoping that we have a good one this year. All right, that was 1 teaspoon. Let's do
Okay.
another teaspoon.
This is pretty strong stuff.
Yeah, it is. I use liquid smoke on a lot of things, a lot of my meats.
But this is a big roast too, so we are
Yeah.
going to use the full tablespoon.
Well, that was 2 teaspoons.
Is
Is
it-
it 3?
it's 3 in a
I think it's 3
tablespoon, yeah.
tablespoons in a. I mean, 3 teaspoons in a
And
tablespoon. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
But that
we-
looks really good.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Well, we got this one doctored up.
Okay.
All right.
Get this out of the way here.
All right. So you gonna let this set a few minutes before you put it in, or have you got it ready?
I hadn't planned on it.
Okay. Well,
Probably.
Hey,
if
I'm
you have
going by
the
your-
time, it probably would be a good idea. But I want to sear it. I want to show
Okay.
them how I'm going
All
to
right.
sear it.
So let me take.
So,
Let me go wash my hands.
and I'll bring this stuff over here, Mary.
Okay. If you'll get the roast and move the camera.
Yes.
I'll move the camera with my one good hand.
You want me to turn the thing on for you?
You look and see.
I don't want to get too hot for you. look and see. Sorry about that. We both went away from the camera. So if you'll see, I've got my cooker on sear. That's heating it up. This falls to 20 minutes on sear, but we're not going to sear it for 20 minutes. I am going to put a little bit of vegetable oil in it. You can use olive oil if you want to.
Yeah.
Which one do you use, Mary, when you sear a roast?
Vegetable oil.
Okay. That's what I use too. Okay. We'll get that hot.
I'm gonna move this camera where they can see.
And let me tell you something. It does not take this long to heat up on sear. It's really, really quick. Juice. Not juice, broth.
Broth, yeah.
Where did I put it? Didn't I leave it out? You see a can with foil on top of it?
No. What you done with it? Did you put it in there, other room? You didn't put it in the refrigerator. I tell you what, I catch myself starting putting stuff in the refrigerator that may go somewhere else. I just something that goes in the cabinet, I may open the refrigerator door and put it in there. I
probably did put it in the refrigerator, but Mike could have done it. He's not in here, so we'll blame him. No, I probably put it in there. Okay, so we're getting this hot, and I'm going to get some more tongs here.
Okay.
Bigger ones. If I can locate a pair real quick.
Anyway, you know, all of y'all followed us on the Lee reunion. That's the one that Linda and I both had. But the reunion that I'm talking about now is my husband's side of the family, the Lumen reunion. And we go down and we count for a week before the day of. And
It's
so
like the Saturday is the big day.
Saturday is a big day that everybody comes. But there's a few people, a lot of people, matter of fact, goes down there and takes a vacation.
I don't know. They don't have to see this, but it's hot. You can feel how hot it is.
Okay.
And I'm fixing to put the roast in, sear it on one side.
Okay.
Okay. I'll get this out of the way.
I'll take this. You go ahead and show them.
Okay. And I'm just going to sear it probably for a minute or two, and then I'm going to flip it over and sear it on the other side.
Okay.
We're going to add a little bit of broth to it.
After you sear it.
Yeah. Take a plate here.
I don't always sear mine. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't.
Well, I'll tell you with this cooker, it just, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm trying to follow Linda. That's a hard thing to do.
I'm trying to walk behind the camera. That's so funny. So,
excuse me.
I'll wash this off my hands a second. So, once this sears on one side, we'll turn it on the other. Then we're going to add a little chicken broth to it and start it cooking. Then we're going to go back over there to the other counter and we're going to pull this pork and add some barbecue sauce to it. That was a big roast, wasn't it?
It was a big roast. Yes, it was.
I had the butcher to cut it in half.
Yeah.
So we're going to have two.
Yeah.
And I threw the paper away that it was on, so I couldn't even tell you
how much it weighs.
weighs. I'm thinking these were probably close to 4 pounds each.
Is that right?
Yeah. Now let's see if I can get it up without
You may have to
flip it over. Hand me that spatula back there, Joy.
You ready to help you?
Yeah, and then
Let me see.
this is a big piece of meat. Yeah, it is. Now you can cut this into 2 or 3 pieces so you don't have the sorry whole piece to wrap with.
Have you ever seen a roast take 2 people to cook? Funny.
It is funny. They're going to take strength to pick up a 4-pound roast.
No, you can. It was a tongs you was using, I think.
Yeah,
I think it needed bigger tongs.
It did. It absolutely did. So I'm going to put a...
Now, let me ask you something. You put this on sear and it does its own timing, or do you time the sear?
No, it's pre-timed for 20 minutes.
Okay.
But I only sear it for about 10.
Okay.
And I'll tell you a little trick. If you sear it, that steam is going to build up a lot faster than if you just put it on pork.
Yeah.
So I learned that several months ago.
Yeah.
So, and I do like that caramelization on
Yeah.
it too. I do like it. So, we'll give it, you can tell, you can't
It's
really
hot.
see it, but you can tell it's
Well, here, I'll
getting
show 'em.
really good caramelization down there. That brown sugar and those spices. It looks good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. It does.
And if you'll put me a fourth a cup of that chicken broth in there, Mary.
Sure
please.
will.
We use low sodium. Mike uses, he buys low sodium everything. So it makes me have to add more salt. Okay, you can hear it sizzle.
Just a fourth a cup.
Yeah, that's good. I put a little more than a fourth a cup in the other, and you saw how much juice we had.
Yeah.
We probably had, what do you think we had? At least 2.5 cups of juice. So, a fourth a cup is good. We got us some good buns that we're going to butter and brown those in a little bit. And so this has been cooking about 6 minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop it.
Okay.
And then put the lid on, and we'll start the
Okay.
the steam.
You just
process.
stop it.
Yep. You just hit cancel.
And when we say stop it, it's that X button
Yes,
right
yes.
there.
And it says
And that
keep warm or
stops it.
cancel, and you'll see that the LED thing went, sort of. There's nothing on it now.
Yeah.
So now there's if your lid doesn't want to go on right, you need to make sure that your gasket is
Down good.
Is secure down there. So I'm gonna put the lid on it.
Okay.
See how easy it is?
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
now I'm going to turn it over. It starts at sear. I'm going to turn it over to pork.
Turn the knob over to pork.
It's preset
Pork
for
lights up
35
here.
minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cook it longer than that. I'm going to cook it 60 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit time, and then I'm going to just do plus until I get to 60 minutes. And then I'm going to push start. I want to make sure that my button is level here too. I always check that. Make sure it's not crosswise or something. Okay, then I'm going to just push start.
All right.
And
And
we're
we
just
got
gonna
that
leave it
roast on
be.
cooking. And then we'll go back over here to the one that we've already gotten cooked.
Yes.
Now, what are you doing now?
That's going to be for my skillet to warm the buns in, or toast the buns in.
Okay.
I'm going to move this here.
This is a 12-inch skillet, isn't
That's
it?
a 12-inch skillet, and it will fry a whole chicken easy and not be crowded.
Right.
It's actually one of my favorite skillets to use. The one with the mesh grid, I know you use it a lot.
Yeah,
don't
I
you?
do.
But this one goes. This is an extra piece to the set, and I love this one. I love it. Okay, we're just using store-bought barbecue sauce when we get our pulled pork done.
We're just gonna toast those buns.
Yes, but I'm gonna turn this just on 2, just to kind of
Heat
heat
up
this
this
up.
pan, yeah.
And then after we get our stuff done over there, we'll come over and.
Don't warm me a bun. I'm just gonna eat the
Okay.
barbecue.
Okay. I'm not gonna do them just yet. I just want
okay.
to warm that skillet.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Well, I guess Mary, keep you moving if you don't mind.
Well, that's all
moving
right.
over
I'm
here.
being the cameraman today. I don't know how good of a
don't
job
need
I'm
this.
doing, but
We're gonna-
anyway, that's okay.
You're doing good.
I'm trying to move it around so y'all can see. Now we're going to do the pulled pork here.
Yes, we're gonna move over there and do the pulled pork there, and I'm gonna add the barbecue sauce to it. And I've got the barbecue sauce warmed.
I'm going to move this book so it won't get nothing on it.
So, I think it needs to come over just a little bit.
The
Mary.
camera?
Yeah, a little more in the center, maybe. I need to wash my hands again because here I'm touching chairs and everything, and
Yeah.
we'll get those
I'm gonna
bowls
wash
and
mine.
everything out. If y'all don't move around in the kitchen, I don't know how you do it.
We need-
I certainly move around a lot.
Hey, it's hard to keep up with the person that's in the kitchen, I'll tell you. So this is our little shredders. They're magnetic. They stick together.
I know,
so,
I love that.
so they'll store good.
Okay,
All right.
so
I'm
I'll
on-
take the bone off and we can start shredding.
Okay.
Actually, you need both forks to do it.
Well, yeah, I was going to see about getting that fat off.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do too. I'm going to pull off the bone And the fat, and
Now, have you got a thing to put the fat in?
yes, right
Okay.
here.
Okay. That's still hot.
It is still hot. That's why it was one reason I was trying to let it cool a little bit. It is hot.
Get some of that fat.
Real
out there.
barbecue people that do this all the time, I'm gonna get me a fork or knife or something. They have some kind of gloves that they wear, pulling this
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah.
Don't you imagine Randy and
They
Nathan
have
and
to
them
be.
do
Oh, yeah.
when they're
They
doing,
have to.
doing barbecue? And
Absolutely.
JC and Brent, all
And
our
you know
other
what? I've been
cousins.
using my gloves. I made a meatloaf the other day, and I'll tell you, when I make meatloaf, I had to put them gloves on, even if it is just for us, because I don't like getting my
Here's some
hands in
paper
meat.
towel here if you
Thank
need
you.
them. You're welcome. So we're just trimming this fat. I don't like a mouthful of fat in my pulled pork. And if you like fat and you want to eat it, leave it in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's just I don't like it.
Yeah. Well,
And Mike sure
That-
wouldn't eat it.
that fat makes it good cooking.
It does.
It needs to be on
need
there.
It. You need it. You don't want to cut it all off while it's cooking because it gives it flavor. But
Yeah.
then if you don't want it in your sandwiches, then you can take it off.
Would it be better to pull it apart and then pick the?
I don't
Pick the
know.
fat
Maybe
out?
it would. Maybe it would. Let's.
I'm gonna wash my hands again. I'm gonna let you take the fork and pull it apart. Because we're gonna taking the fat out, we're pulling it apart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever you think.
Oh, I was gonna wait till you got back over here.
Oh, well, you don't need me to have to pull that apart.
These are just. This does it really quick,
Yeah.
don't they?
I'm gonna use those at the family reunion.
Maybe.
If I've got a set, I can't remember if I've got any or not. I know I
If you
bought some,
ordered
but I
them,
don't remember.
Would you have it back in time for the reunion? Maybe.
I might.
Don't know though, because it's because it's the 1st of October, the first
Yeah.
weekend in October.
It's the first weekend in October. I'll be down there though the last week of September. I might get them back in time.
Okay. I don't have it completely pulled. I know it needs to be shredded some more. You see how much meat this is?
It's a lot of meat. I knew it was going to be a lot of meat. We didn't ever have anything like this when we was kids or mama.
No.
You know, we just took a fork and
All this
Picked
fancy
it
stuff
apart,
that's
yeah.
available now that
as far as that goes, and mix and chop. When I put the barbecue after I cook the roast and get the fat off, I put it back in a boiler, in a pan, and I pour barbecue sauce in it and chop it up. Mix,
Well,
separate it. So
if-
you do all kind of ways.
that's
you
a
know?
good way to do it. And if we hadn't been cooking the second
Right.
roast because we wanted to show you how,
Right.
what we would have done after we got this pulled and got the fat and the gristle out, we would have put it back in the pot, put the barbecue sauce in there, and you could either put it on the slow cook setting, or you could sear it and bring it up to a boil and then
Yeah.
then put it back on
Right.
keep warm.
That's
then.
true. That's true.
So we have to adjust what we're doing because
To show y'all.
yeah, so y'all can see the different steps
Instead
in it.
of saying, getting it all done at one time, we just had to do 2 roasts. So.
I honestly didn't know any other way to do it. Did you?
No,
Mary?
I didn't. We discussed this to try to figure out what would be the best, and that's the only thing I can come up with is that we just do 2. I did one year down at the family reunion. I did baked potatoes and pulled pork and barbecue on top of the baked potatoes.
That's what I was going to say a
I
while
did.
ago.
I did.
This an excellent way to use
Yeah.
your leftovers.
Yeah.
Is to do it with baked potato the next day.
I did 3 roasts down there, and let me tell you, it was eaten.
I imagine
3
it
big
was.
roasts, and
Your stuff is what goes first.
and baked potatoes and baked potatoes all night long the night before. That's when I was staying in the cabins down there,
and
they had a
driving back
full
and
size.
forth, right? Wasn't it like several miles to the? Or
Several,
was it close?
it was probably 10 miles.
10 miles.
Yeah,
Wasn't too
but
bad.
I was staying in a cabin about 10 miles from the campgrounds. My son's he's had a camper all these years he stayed in, but I usually rent a cabin, but I'm not doing that this year. I'm renting a Chuck sold his travel trailer, so I'm just gonna get her. I'm just gonna rent.
It's gonna be so nice for y'all to have that,
Yeah.
and not to have to worry about getting hot, because you don't need to get hot right now.
I wouldn't go down there and stay if I couldn't get into AC some. So, and I've been wanting to go down there and stay, and so I decided I'd do that.
In case y'all wondering, Mary always asks me to go. I don't go because it's Lumen Reunion, and it's not that I wouldn't be welcomed. I would, but I just don't go. I feel like that's their family time, and so I don't.
These people come, it's not relatives, though, just because we have such a good time down there.
Yeah, the Lumens are known all over East Texas.
Yeah. And
remember when Pinkfo used to talk about Bud Lumen?
yeah,
Before he got in church.
Oh yeah.
He was a cattle thief.
Yeah.
Should I be saying all this?
That's okay.
He done all kinds of stuff.
He was a rascal.
And
but when he got in church, he changed his ways. Wow, that's hot.
Oops. I remember Pinkfo saying he'd start returning stuff he had stolen over the years.
Everything he
making
stole.
Restitution.
Everything he stole, he returned it. Sure did. He took it back. And told him. And so that was a big testimony of the Lord, of what the Lord had done. Yeah. What the Lord had done for him, because he was known to be an outlaw.
And then Mary marries his grandson.
Did. I knew his grandmother. His granddad, Bud Lumen, died before I got in the family. But I knew his grandmother. She was still alive. I seen her at church.
You think we got all the fat and gristle out of it?
Well, I think we do.
I'm almost tempted to weigh this meat, but I won't. But now
I think we got it all.
We need to add the barbecue sauce to it. And how are we going to do that? Do you want a bowl to put it in, or how you want to do it?
Well, do you want it all barbecued or just some of it?
Well, I think so.
How many
Because
sandwiches?
we got a whole nother roast cooking.
Yeah. We barbecue
Do you
it all.
want? Do you want to take some?
Put this in a
home
bowl. Put this in a bowl to put the barbecue sauce
Okay.
in. Because
Do you want to take some of this home that's
I
not
don't know.
barbecue? Because if you do,
no,
we won't.
No, that's fine.
Because this is actually
No.
what you're going to take home is this.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Okay, so if
Okay.
you don't want it all barbecued, we won't.
No, that's okay. Well, no, I'll save a little bit because I can eat some. I might not want barbecue every time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you a bag to put in what you don't want for
Okay.
barbecue.
Okay.
And then,
And then we need a bowl to put it in to mix the barbecue sauce in it.
okay.
My hands are dirty, so I'm gonna let you hold the bag open.
Okay.
And then I'll just put and that's all I want. That's enough.
That's not very much.
That's a meal. That's all I want.
Are you sure?
Mhm, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to close it because
Yeah.
it's hot. But,
So, I'll just wash. You gonna get me a bowl, and I'll put.
yes, I'm going to get a bowl, Mary. I was trying to decide if I wanted
I don't mean to be bossy. I'm standing here, nothing to do.
if I wanted.
If you want to put it in that
microwave. Or
are you
something.
gonna microwave it or not?
No, if I put it in this
You got the
bowl,
big
I
round
won't.
glass bowl?
I don't have the big round glass bowl.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any of them.
Okay.
All
right.
So let's just put it in here, and I'll
Okay.
reheat the barbecue sauce.
Okay.
How's that?
All right, that'd be fine.
And these are microwavable.
Thought I found a piece of fat, but I didn't. Okay.
Okay, now my skillet's getting hot, so
Is it for the buns?
I'll let you do the barbecue sauce, and I'll
Okay.
start the buns over
Okay.
here.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
Okay.
And I'll just use one of these forks here to put the mix up with the barbecue.
Okay, that's
So I'll
good.
just use that. Okay. All right, now. I guess I didn't.
I'll get it.
I didn't really want to touch that cutting board all the way with my hands because ain't no use in it being greasy anywhere where it has to be. So I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. I talked on a nail this morning, Linda.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
they're getting ready to go on that cruise.
I know she's getting excited, isn't she?
Yeah. I was kind of concerned about her going on that cruise. She sure did want me to go with her. But anyway, I'm not going to go this time. But she said that the cruise that she's going on to Alaska is they're not letting anybody get on that they cannot prove that they've been vaccinated.
Well, that's
So-
very smart.
so,
That's very smart, and
we
we know it's not foolproof, but it's certainly better
Yeah.
than letting somebody on that wasn't
Right.
vaccinated.
So. And like we was talking about, there's several ways that you can do this. Putting the barbecue sauce on here. Like I said, we're not going to do it like this. It's putting it in a boiler and putting it on the stove and heating it with the barbecue sauce. We're not doing that, but that's one way of doing it. But she's heating the barbecue sauce and pouring it over the meat. I think it went off. The barbecue.
Yeah, it did. I'm sorry, Mary.
That's okay.
That's in case you knew that to stir
Okay.
that with it. I guess it looked like I lost my train of thought. And what I was doing was I was looking for tongs, and I knew I
Oh.
had 2 pairs already out.
Okay.
So there's some little ones and there's some others. And did these touch raw pork? They might have. I better
I
wash
don't
these.
remember. This is what? How
not
many
a cup.
cups? Yeah, this is a cup of barbecue sauce. And could you hand me a little spatula, Linda, to get this barbecue sauce out? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, I'm sure looking forward to fall. You know, and I understand. I thank the Lord for all seasons. But you know, when you're in one season for a while, you know you like a change. It's not that I don't mean to be complaining, but it's just good to change because you kind of get tired of the heat, and then when the winter gets here, then I get, I'm ready for spring. But you know what? Somebody, Linda, was it you telling me that that they're predicting another bad winter?
Yeah, first of the year they're
Yeah.
predicting a kind of a repeat of this year. Which if they do, it definitely will be cold for
Yeah.
this part of the country.
Right, right.
So my skillet is on, has warmed up, and I've just buttered the buns. Mary's not going to eat a bun, so I know. Do you want to put that in a boiler and let it heat?
That's up to you.
I think it probably needs to, don't you?
Okay. Well, I'm stirring it up real good to get the barbecue sauce all over it.
Okay. I'm going to get a boiler out. Let's put that in there to heat.
But I will tell you this, Linda. If you put it in the boiler to heat, you're gonna put more barbecue sauce on it, because
Okay.
it'll scorch. This will scorch if it ain't got enough barbecue sauce on it.
Okay, well, we can add some broth to it too. So let's just warm up what we're going to eat for sandwiches.
That would be good.
And for those of you,
It would probably do better to microwave the meat that we're going to use. What do you think?
so? You don't think it would dry out?
Well, I don't know. You have to add more barbecue sauce on it, definitely.
Well, we'll put some more barbecue
Okay.
sauce in it.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get it stirred up real good. This needs more barbecue sauce
We can
on
put
anyway.
a little bit of juice in it too.
Okay, this will need a little more barbecue sauce.
Okay.
'Cause,
We got plenty of barbecue sauce.
see,
You tell me when.
okay. Because when you start heating it, that's probably enough. Taking it off, but how much you think you put in there? 1/4 a cup?
I probably did, or maybe, probably at least a 1/4 cup.
Because I'll tell you, this meat soaks up barbecue sauce quicker, more than what you think. If you
Yeah,
really
it
want,
will.
if you really want it barbecued, if you really want to taste the barbecue sauce. Okay. All right.
I'm going to lay this chicken broth out here in case we need to add some more to it.
I think that's all we're gonna need on those.
And I'm just going to do it in the small.
See? This is how much. This is a, what size bowl is this, Linda?
Is that the 8 cup?
It's not on the.
Inside. It's inside.
Well, I can't see it. Okay.
Oh, it's 16 cups. The
So
little
this
one
is about
8
this
cups.
is about 8 cups.
About
8 cups of barbecue salt, barbecue meat. All right. Now we need I need a spoon.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna get you tongs and I forgot.
I know where everything's at, and I go over there and get it. I just hate for smoke to be away from the camera all the time.
No, you're good. So, what I was saying is, if you're cooking something like this and you know it's going to be more than you want for the meal, don't, like when Mike makes vegetable beef soup or something, he'll turn it off. When it gets done, take it off the burner instead of it keep cooking and getting mushy.
Right.
So the same thing with this. This will cool down and we can put it in a container and we're just going to heat up what we want.
Yeah, you tell me. Do you think that's enough for 3 sandwiches?
I do. I think that's enough. Maybe put a little bit more in there.
Okay.
It probably is enough. But and if we need some more barbecue sauce, Mary, I've got plenty of
Well, I
barbecue
can tell you
sauce.
it's gonna need a little more.
Okay.
And we're gonna put this on the burner.
Yes, I've got the burner on.
Okay. And you have to watch this. You have to watch it very closely. When you put barbecue sauce on the stove,
Because it'll burn. It's got
it will
sugar in it.
burn. I use a lot of barbecue sauce. Matter of fact, if I take some down to the reunion, I'm gonna take a gallon.
I'm going to add a tiny bit more of chicken broth in here too, Mary.
Okay. Well, now that chicken broth is gonna weaken the flavor. Barbecue
Okay.
flavor.
That's your-
I mean, you can do it if
That's
you
your
want
daughter
to.
calling.
How do you know?
Because it said Linda Seymour.
But it's on my phone. It's not on that. Oh, I know what you mean.
And that chipotle is hot. So if you don't like hot and spicy, use your favorite barbecue sauce. I like the chipotle, and that's what I use. So here's a spoon, Mary. I can get it out to stir
Is it
that
okay
up.
to use this in the pan?
Yeah, you can use metal in those in that cookware.
Okay.
And you can turn this burner down. I probably got it up way up too high. And if you need more barbecue sauce, Mary, instead of using the broth, because
I
it
think this
will
is
weaken.
enough.
You think that's enough?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, it will weaken the flavor.
Yeah.
You're right.
As long as I'm stirring,
I just lightly put it on.
I don't. You know, I'm like you. I don't want it dry, but I've done a lot of barbecue. That's something because I like cooking roast, and whenever you're feeding a lot, it's just that's something that's real different rather than just a meal. So I've done a lot of barbecue. And Linda, I used to do them I used to do it in the old pressure cookers. You remember the old pressure cookers?
I do.
I used to cook a roast, and Linda, after I would cook the roast, in the pressure cooker, I'd take it out, take all the juices out, and then I put the barbecue sauce in there, and I'd pressure it again with the barbecue sauce in it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Make it get that
Yeah.
flavors really good down in it.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely would have simmered that if we hadn't been using,
Yeah,
using
I know.
this.
I know.
For
Well, this roast really wasn't cold. It wasn't hot, but it was warm.
Right, it was pretty-
So it's not going to take long. It's not like you're completely starting over. So it might be getting close.
okay, let me move this.
And the amount of barbecue sauce is actually really your preference, don't you think, Linda?
It is.
It just depends on how much
Some
barbecue
people
sauce
might
you
not
want.
like much barbecue sauce.
Yeah, and then some people likes it dripping, just a lot on there. So,
Okay, so what do we?
well, Linda, these pans, I'll tell you what, I haven't done any barbecue in these pans. These pans, it makes it a lot easier. It doesn't stick as bad, I don't
I
think.
love this cookware. I
Because,
absolutely love it.
It's
it
just not
gets-
sticking like, of course I'm stirring it, but still, it's just not.
I'm going to turn this up just a hair because I'm going to get my buns toasted a little bit more than this. Do you want pickles to go with your? Well, you're not.
I can
eating
eat a pickle.
sandwich.
I can
Okay.
eat a pickle.
Let me get some pickles out.
And you can taste this anytime you want to, Linda, to see if it's hot enough for you.
Okay.
heard my daughter calling little Linda. She forgot that we were videoing. She said, "I'm so sorry." She's making a career change. She's starting her own business.
I think it's very exciting. That, you know, we didn't have enough nerve to do that when we were her age.
No. But you know what? She'll do good. She'll do good. It'll all... Whoops. The camera's in the way, wasn't it?
That's okay. Here, out of sliced pickles, so I'm gonna get some
Oh, that's
little
okay.
deal
That'd be fine. I've been eating the little kosher deal. Yeah, I've been eating the
What are
little
they
ones.
called? They're not called that. Then.
I don't know what they're called. I just call them little,
Like little minis.
yeah, little mini kosher pickles. Whole. I'm gonna take this spoon, then I'll have to get another one and
Okay.
see. It's warm. It ain't hot, but it's warm.
Well, you know me. I want mine hot.
Well, I'm gonna turn the burner up a little bit. I'm gonna get another spoon
Okay.
because I use that one to taste it. Do you know where your spoons are?
There's in these last two.
Okay. I turned it up a little bit because it won't be warm and hot enough for Linda. And I'm gonna stand here and make sure it doesn't torch. You know, you think that this was gonna be a quick thing.
No, we were gonna make something.
We was gonna do two things this morning, but I tell you
But that's
what,
not
the
gonna
time.
happen, is it?
No, time. It just takes time to do things. Besides, we cooked a lot of meat here.
We have cooked a lot of meat.
Now, Linda, do you want me to put some more barbecue sauce in there? You look and see. Do you want me to put? And I
I
can
would put some
broth
more
if you
on.
want to.
I would
Yeah.
put some more on mine.
Okay.
I'm not going to stand here and try to squeeze these out like I normally do, but I can open another bottle. I've got plenty.
You know, Kroger's has those on sale a lot of times for 99 cents.
That's when I
Is
stock
that what?
up.
I
Yeah.
do too. I do too. I buy the limit.
It's at least $1.49 if you don't buy
I
it
know,
when
you
it's on
save
sale.
money. And then when my kids come over, they'll say, "Oh, Mama, you got a whole shelf full of barbecue sauce." And I'll take it up with them. Yeah. It was something I was looking for the other day, Linda. I can't even remember what it was. And I said, somebody must have come and borrowed that. Come and got that, which I don't care. But they didn't. I found it.
It's fun to be, to let your kids do that, and for your kids to feel comfortable enough to do it.
Right.
There's families that, they're, and we're not talking about anybody's family dynamics, but we've always been a very relaxed family.
Right.
It's not formal. If Mama was living today, we would knock on her door. We just walk in.
No, absolutely.
Tell me when to quit.
Okay. That's probably enough.
Okay.
We probably added,
We've used at least a
Hi.
bottle.
oh yeah,
Maybe more.
oh yeah.
Of the barbecue sauce, which,
Yes.
I'm sorry I interrupted you, but
Oh,
it's
that's okay.
it's 18 ounces, so what is that?
Eight.
Probably 2 cups.
Yeah.
But keep in
Yeah.
mind that this is not the only meat. There's some meat left over there in that bowl
Right.
too.
We
That's
didn't- We're not barbecuing all of it. Is that right? No, we're barbecuing all of it.
except for what
Except
you
for that
took out.
handful that I took out. Yeah.
Mary, you're not eating bread. I keep
No,
forgetting
I'm
about
not
that.
eating bread. I cut that out.
Do you want, I've got a little bit of
All I want is the meat.
coleslaw left in the refrigerator.
No.
It's not homemade,
That's okay.
but if you want it, I'll.
No, this barbecue would be fine.
I like my buns toasted. Some of you may not, but I do.
I think this is hot, Linda.
Okay. I'm gonna turn this off and set this off the burner.
I know it's hot, but I mean,
I'll make
I'm
Mike
thinking
one.
it's hot enough. You gonna make one now, or
Let me
he's-
go ask him if he's
Okay.
ready for one.
all right?
This will be your plate.
Okay.
That's on, so I don't want to set that plate on that burner. But let me go ask him if he's ready for one. I'll get you a fork out. And you know me, that chipotle has got a kick to it. It's a little
I
hot.
know. That's okay. That's okay. I've eaten that chipotle before. They have all kind of flavors of chipotle, honey, chipotle, and just several different kinds. And I use it. I can handle the heat on that. And I've definitely got this hot enough, so that ought to please Linda.
Okay, Mike's going to take one.
Okay.
He just wants a sandwich, though. He doesn't want anything else. Just
Okay.
a sandwich.
All right. You got him a plate?
Get one.
Well, Linda's just been busy as a little bee this morning.
Okay. That's probably enough.
Is that enough?
That looked
that
delicious.
look good?
It smells so good. Okay, now you can fix
Now here's yours.
yours. Don't put as much meat on mine as you did on his.
Okay. I don't think I did. Hope I didn't. I don't think it's too much. But them buns, don't they look good? She got them all good and buttery and toasted. And I didn't put as much meat. She said she didn't want as much, so I'm not gonna check and see, Linda, and see if I got enough on yours.
That's plenty, Mary. Thank you.
So I'm going to have my barbecue with the pickle, and I'll just bring it over here. And I'll bring Linda's. You got some pickles? I thought
some.
you had pickles.
I
right?
do.
Oh, you carried
I
Mike's some?
took Mike some, but he said he didn't want any.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
he said he did.
Okay.
He usually eats pickles with the sandwich. You know, for years he wouldn't touch pickles.
Is that right?
And
See,
then
my
he
daughters,
started eating them.
neither one of my daughters will eat a pickle. Neither one of them.
Do you want some chips? You
I
can't
don't.
eat chips, can you? Okay. So,
Let me tell you something. I'm trying to be good. It's for my health, and I am feeling better. I'm feeling so much better. So much
good,
better.
Mary. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, thank you, Lord.
I'm just going to take a bite of it. And
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a bite too.
we'll get off camera.
then
We
we'll-
won't bore
right.
y'all with our eating, but I do want to taste of it.
It's delicious. Very good. Just the right seasoning.
It's got a good smoky flavor to it, doesn't it?
Real good.
That
Sure
liquid
is.
smoke helps with that. And the chipotle also. Chipotle has a smoky flavor to it, and then the smoky barbecue sauce. Well,
Right.
so we've got a lot of smoke going on here. So
I feel like I hadn't done anything this
yes,
morning.
you have to. You
Linda's
helped all
just
day.
been tuning around doing all of it.
I got an eye appointment this afternoon. I've changed it twice. My first appointment was during the week of Sis Jean's funeral. I changed it, and then they had an appointment for like 7:55, and we would have had to left here at 6:30 to got there.
Yeah, I know.
So I called and changed it. So I got it it's this afternoon. So not one of my favorite things to do to get my eyes dilated, but I go once a year, so I got to do that this afternoon. But I'm going to enjoy the sandwich. This
Yeah.
is really good. We hope that y'all will get in the kitchen. We hope that you will cook with your family, with your kids and grandkids, your friends, your
Yes.
sisters, your siblings. Make some memories. We're not going to always be around. We're reminded of that every day. So count your blessings. Be kind to each other.
And I'm so thankful for my sister. All of y'all may think that she's trying to do more than me or whatever on the other page. It doesn't bother me. She does her thing and I do mine. That is perfectly fine with me.
And-
so y'all don't think that there's any kind of competition. There's not.
Never,
No.
no competition.
I will be on my other page tomorrow making another drawing. But
That'll be fun.
yeah, I'll be on my other page tomorrow. But I just don't get on as often. But that's okay. I'm okay with it. So you know, I'm still in business. I hadn't quit.
Mary has kids and grandkids that keeps her running
I
and everything
am
else
busy.
she does, and y'all know I don't. So,
She's busy with her own thing.
and we're busy trying to
I'm
with our
excited
new
about our new
website.
website. I'm so excited.
And we're
about
trying to get all of our new followers to please share us. Make sure they're on the correct page, this page that has the pink cupcake on it. We're a public page. You do not have to join. Make sure you share us with your friends and family because we've got something very exciting
Right.
coming.
Yes, we
and
do.
we're hoping, and we're not trying to tease y'all. I mean, we're just biting at the chomping at the bit.
We thought
I
we'd
guess,
have
is
it
what they
done
say.
by now, but it's just taking longer than what we thought.
Is that something Pinkie Paul used to say, chomping at the bit?
Yeah.
Like from a mule or something?
horse, yeah.
A horse. To get this going. And I'll ask Mira, you think it's going to be ready by this date or you think it's going to be ready for that date? So as soon as we know, we're going to tell y'all. And so y'all can, we hope, be blessed by what we're doing. And for everybody that continues to ask for recipes, this is going to be
This
something
is going to solve that.
that's
Yes.
going to solve that. So, and also for not just our friends in the USA, but for
everywhere,
people
Canada,
around the
everywhere.
world.
Right.
So we're hoping that by what we're doing and we prayed about it. Our pastors have prayed about it because we have put a lot of money into what we're doing, and we're hoping that we're going to get
Right.
something good.
Right.
And thank you, Tammy and Keith, for the cookbook that y'all sent, the family cookbook, and for another blessing that a lady sent
Yes,
us.
another lady. We got a sweet little card in the mail yesterday. She's a pastor of a little
Georgia.
church in
Yes.
Georgia.
So-
And we won't call your name, but we thank you for that blessing. It was awful sweet of you. It was
Very,
awful
very
sweet
nice.
of you.
And thank you for loving and supporting us. Mary and I are very humbled by your kindness.
Yes.
So until Thursday, Lord willing, we'll see y'all at Mary's house Thursday.
We love you, and we will see you Thursday. Count your blessings.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Give me a pickle.